Alright, let me just put up the stream. There we go. I hope that's right. Could you all see that? What the heck is going on? Why are you guys playing Putt Party?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back already, so I'll just mention everyone again, and we'll get going. Oh, alright, so we left off here. Form 31. Shield Bug. Submitted 4. Yeah. So, let's see. Chomper. Destroy any zombie with 2 or less. So this is removal with a body, but for the ability it's pretty weak. It's reasonable. I could see myself playing this sometimes. Probably not more than 2x. But it's better than what we have now, at least. It's anywhere as well, so it hits the amphibious lane. The only thing that hits is snorkel zombies, so don't care about that. It's a fine card. This will toss a wrench in most plans, aggressive plans. It'll take out the 1-drop while farming block meter, as well as taking out their 3-drop most of the time. Anyway, Metal Petal Sunflower. Okay, this is fine. There's really not much to say here. Laser Beam also fine. Smashing Pumpkin is now the funny number, which, sure. Cornucopia, 5/5, 9 mana, and makes a plant that costs 4 or 5. That's really good now. It's a really good finisher, consistent as well.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And that reaction is appropriate because I like it. Energy Drink Zombie. Okay. What the fuck?
No! 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 No!
I will shut off the soundboard if you guys spam that, though. Anyway. This has 3 strength on turn 1. That's basically... Oh, wait, it's end of turn. Okay. That makes it a lot... Actually, no, this becomes complete utter garbage now.
No way, Quasar.
There's no deck that you actually run this. It's just terrible. It's a snowball, yeah, but it just doesn't work. You can just remove it turn 1. It's not threatening. It just only has 1 health. Okay. Well, at least it's not the 3 strength thing I said before. I'm so glad I misread that. Haunting Zombie makes a Haunting Ghost there instead when destroyed. 2/2, that doesn't really matter, but making a Haunting Ghost there is really annoying. Is it fair? Probably not, because that ability happens during combat. You can play it in the left lane, and it becomes... Suddenly, if you destroy it, one of the plants is getting the debuff, pinged, whatever you want to call it. That can flip a lot of trades. I don't like it, but it is better. I think it would be balanced. Pied Piper, okay, 1 cost Gravestone and trades like a 3/3. Fantastic. Yeah, also Haunting Ghost is 1 mana because yes. Let's see. Squirrel Herder is Pied Piper. But with Silver Bullet, because Yeah, silver bullets. I love that.
We love casting silver bullets.
It's so fun. Zookeeper is now 113. Actually, hold on, I didn't really go over this. This part's already kind of good. Squirrel Herder, or Pied Piper, really, should be 2-1. And then you have this for some godforsaken reason, which really only affects berries because nuts have a lot of health anyway. But still, why do you want the silver bullet? Come on. And now we have Zookeeper, which is absolutely busted because this fits into so many more curves and what the fuck. Also, curse all you want. I'm not getting monetized anyway. Can't lose monetization if you don't have it. Dolphin Rider. Sure. This really doesn't impact much at all. Zombie Yeti. Yeti lunchboxes now cost 0. That is really good. 334. It's on zombies. It is amphibious, but then again, you only put one amphibious unit in a deck anyway, as zombies, for obvious reasons. Cosmic Yeti costs 1 less as well. 333. This is already a lot of buffs. Considering that, and I assume they still want it to bounce, so that's really good, I think. Is it? Maybe not. I never really thought about Yeti because it's Yeti. You lose tempo. I never run it. But it seems fine. You still lose the 333. This one
That
may
repeat
be a bit
should
too
be
good.
One
But
played, win the game.
okay, sure, buddy. This guy, Zombie Yeti, probably also fine. It is 344 when you count in the Yeti lunchbox, but oh well. You could deal with that. Kangaroo Rider, 233. Sure. I think most people would agree that it should just be 243 instead, but this is fine. Overstuff's
It works.
It works, yeah. Still traded like normal by 3/2s, all that kind of good stuff.
And the downside is good.
Also, yeah. When this destroys a zombie, this gets +1/+1, heals the full. Overstuffed zombie is now absolute garbage. Don't run this card. Also, if this was actually correct, this would be alright. Probably still bad because it just doesn't work with 4/4 stats. It snowballs way too slow. But it is funny at the very least. But it's just, I heard you like stats, so I got you more stats so you could stat harder. Octozombie. 8/8/8 Frenzy. When destroyed, make an Octozombie here. Yeah, sure. I honestly don't even know what to say about this card. It's just... It certainly is.
It's one
I
of
don't
the
like the
best
fact that
combos
it
of all.
is uninteractive, though. Summoning Sickness would be pretty cool on this card specifically. But it's just 8 damage uninteractive. Unless you can somehow transform it or bounce it, which is both in Smarty. That's not very fun. Let's see. It is still alright at the very least. It's very slow. Leprechaun Imp. When played, shuffle 2 pots of gold into your deck. Without any nerfs to Pot of Gold, this is busted. We went through this phase already. Alright, let's just go to the next one.
What's the
Cell phone
difference?
zombie cost one
Because
is
I don't
one.
remember.
Sorry, what?
What's the difference between this version and the vanilla version? Because I do not remember.
Right now it
So
only shuffles one.
yeah, the current version shuffles one, and Pot of Gold draws three. A lot of people think that, or I actually agree. Yeah, Leprechaun Imp shuffling two pots of gold is maybe not busted. You're right, but it is
Funny.
also very infuriating to play against. Uh, Most people do agree that it should be pot of gold, just draw two, and you just make it shuffle two. That would be pretty balanced. Anyway, cell phone zombie just draws a card as 1/1/2. Sure, chump block. As always, it's fine. I never said two costs. I said draw two and shuffle two. Anyway, Pool Shark gains Gravestone. I don't see how this changes anything about the card. Oh boy, I played it 2/2 to trade with their Zombot drone engineer or something, and now it's trading with a Pool Shark. Oh boy. Draw Major, 3/4/3. Sure. It's just stats. I don't care.
200 submissions.
Yeah,
Man.
we actually got a lot more than I anticipated. We're not even halfway done, I don't think. Oh well. Zombot sub 356, 536. Sorry, that is a card, and that's a lot better. It's no longer massive understat. It has good enough health to survive removal on turn 5. And it snowballs accordingly. It's not bad. Zombot Stomp. Cost reduced from 7 to 5. I'm trying to think of what the most broken combo is with it. It's Space Cowboy. Unless he also changed Space Cowboy and I forgot.
It's clearly Gargologist.
Is it? Oh yeah, you're right. It is Gargologist. That's funny. That is funny. Anyway, sure. I guess it's kind of good. I think. Really don't know how to judge this card. It's just bouncing
It's a
everything.
change, alright?
Bouncing every card on the ground is just
Polarizing.
yeah, very very polarizing. Anyway, War 1 Dolphinado draws a card. That's fair. Cards are weak as is. Drawing a card might actually be neutral and card advantage, which is fine. Lightspeed Seed, restrict conjure range 2 or less. That makes it a lot more consistent. You don't get stuff like Sizzle and Squash, but sometimes you do want like Sizzle and Squash. I think it would be like funnier or actually a little more interesting if it conjured from 2 different ranges instead of just one. But this is a fine rework too. Heroic Health draws a card, cool. Encrypted gives zombie +1/+1 when revealed, that's good. Hey, who's got background noise? Anyway, Eureka. 1 cost trick, 2 cost zombie in an environment. It's a lot better. It's a lot more consistent, but maybe not better. Not in terms of goodness, you could say. Terraformer. Make a science environment there and gain a copy of it. Yeah, I have to search up what the science environments are, so let's just move on to Peel Shield. Choose a lane. All plants here next door can't be hurt this turn. This is still really good because it's Peel Shield. It's gonna be busted. Not without killing the card. You just free trade 3 lanes. Come on. More Spore makes puffs instead of buttons. Dance Off makes token 1/1 backup dancers because I think all basic 1/1s were buffed to 1/2/2s. Okay, here. And going back to Terraformer, we have is this 4 environments? No, 3 environments. Well, no, 4. We have Laser Base Alpha, Area 22, Transformation Station, and Moonbase Z. I think they changed Laser Base Alpha. The best one is definitely Area 22. It was reworked by this guy to give +1/+2, I believe. So this would be fine, honestly. It's a lot of environments, but that's what HG's superpower is supposed to do. And it's not consistent, so it's fine. Mushroom, damage dealt from 2 to 3. Okay, we got Meteor, cool. Devour, targets a zombie with the highest health. I don't think this really needs a change. Especially a change as big as this. Highest health is often going to target the highest zombie, and it can be manipulated, so a lot easier than I can with strength. I suppose it's fine though. I mean, no, sorry. Highest health, I think this falls into the same problem as Codify. It's just really good. Genetic Amplification. A plant gets Amphibious Team Up in 1/1. Move that plant. If you have no plants, conjure a 2-cost plant that gains Amphibious and Team Up. Alright, I love this rework, honestly. If you get it during block, you can move a plant to attack again in the Amphibious lane. And it doesn't impact the Amphibious lane at all because it has Team Up. I like it. Evaporate works on debuff plants. That's cool. Finally works Nibble. Hunting Grounds applies the buff when played onto a lane with a zombie already in there. Alright, that's good. Ancient Vampire, out from 4 to 5. Yeah. Cool. Nothing much to say there. Survivability is always good. And Ancient Vampire does need the buff. Fireworks Zombie, out from 4 to 3, but doesn't damage itself. Alright, I don't understand why you don't want it to work with Laser-Based Alpha. Why you want it to work with Laser-Based Alpha, but okay. Conehead, health from 2 to 3. Okay, well, the basic 2/4 isn't that good, so that's fine. All-Star Zombie gains an ability when played, destroy a plant with 3 or less strength here. Cool. And Jack-o'-lantern stats from 3/2/3 to 1/4. I think that kills the card, because it just block charges for 2 turns now. Shield Bug, again, why is he still doing this? I guess we'll never know. Triplication, conjure a professional imp and gargantuar. He says it might be too cheap, and it's still absolute garbage.
That seems oddly specific too.
It's not oddly specific. It's... I mean, obviously it's a lot better now, but it just doesn't really change much. It's still completely random, and you're still paying 2 brains. It is good to activate Stompodon specifically, but that's about it. Mad Chemist. When you play your first trick each turn, conjure a random trick as 2/2/3. Might be a bit good. Overtuned even. Value generator that cheap is really, really good. Mountain Climber. 3/3/2 bullseye when played on heights. This gets +1/+1. I think that's fine. It would be a lot more threatening if it was 3/2/3. But that's This is fine as well. Pirate's Booty, draw a card for each zombie, and it's 3 mana. Cool. Agreed change. Portal Technician, when destroyed, make a random zombie that costs 4 brains here. Excuse me. That's fine. Prevent it from making garbage, but also prevent it from making Zombot. Quick Draw Con Man is dead. This change kills the card. It gets free traded on turn 1. Barrel of Deadbeards. Do 1 damage to all plants and zombies and make a 3/3 Captain of Deadbeard here instead of 4/3. Cool. Card needs a nerf. Good change. Cuckoo Zombie gains Gravestone. Okay, it's remotely threatening, but I feel like a 4/1 stat line does need to be vulnerable to removal, so I don't like the change, but it's fine. Exploding. Wait, did I do this? Yes, I did. Didn't. Oh my goodness, I'm getting my words all confused today. Fruitcake costs 4, and DMD is removed from the conjure pool. I love specific interactions, man. 7 is where Squash and Locust should be, so this is kind of fine. It's removal in a class that shouldn't have hard removal, so I feel like it's alright. And by removal, I mean hard removal, because it just does so much damage. Newspaper Zombie, 0/6 Gravestone, 1 hurt. This gets +4/+0. Okay, sure. It's better in self-hurt decks and nowhere else, and that's fine, because this card sucks everywhere else. You don't play self-hurt cards without self-hurt cards. Other self-hurt cards. Oh my goodness. Exploding Imp. This does 1 damage to itself, so this can get 12 damage if you're not careful. This guy really likes making gravestones that punish you for not fronting them. Explosion, do 4 damage to a plant, and it's 3 mana. It's not much crazier, that's fine. Cosmic Dancer. Actually, this is still a bit underpowered, but that's fine. Cosmic Dancer, 3/2/3, overshoot 2, and this is alright. Orchestra Conductor, all zombies get +2/+0, and it's now 3/2. That's busted. Probably. Not busted, but it's really good. I need to get busted out of my vocabulary. I'm sorry, guys. Stupid Cupid, Zombie Freeze. I don't even want to go over that. This card's just so badly designed anyway. Foot Soldier Zombie. Still wrong phase removal, but this is a lot better. Obviously. It's playable as a burn card. Frankentoir. 4/4/4. That's fine. I think it's still pretty shit. Imp Throwing Gargantuar makes a random imp that costs 2 or less in a random lane. Isn't completely outclassed by Bunny Guard. Yeah, sure. I don't like it being able to throw Imp Throwing Imps or Toxic Waste Imp, but what am I going to do about it? Gargantuar Feast costs 10, sure. Conehead is now 2/3, that's fine. Leftovers is +1/+2, that's fine. Okay, it's Camel Crossing, but you know, with +1 attack, that's fine. And Shield Bug, last one he promises. Leftovers cost 1 less, and he buffed it, by the way, so this is also really good now. Terrify, move a plant, draw a card, sure. 1 mana. Trash Can Zombie. It can actually win trades, like he said. It's pretty good. Buckethead is ridiculously big for some reason, and it's still absolute garbage because it's 3 damage on turn 3. provides absolutely no pressure. It's a good viral target, and that's about it. But you need something better than a good viral target to win games. All-Star Zombie. 4/4/5 Armored 1 Frenzy. What is with this guy and wanting to make armored cards really, really tanky? This is probably overtuned because this Frenzy card keyword is also good. Especially on a card with 4 strength. I don't think there's any cards that actually answer this on turn 4. Monster Mash! All zombies get +1/+3, draw a card. Wouldn't you just want to run Hardy Treat instead? There's no way you would need +1/+3 on all your zombies. History Pet Clock Science Zombie. Excess. Oh, okay, but that has Overwhelm. That's different. Stranger Zombie is now 4 mana and has 5 health. Cool. Sure. Coffee Zombie. All zombies get +2/+2 in Frenzy. Finally. A guy who made Viral actually separate from Coffee Zombie. And that's a good change too, because at that rate, Coffee Zombie does need a really big buff for it to be viable, and this is the buff it needs, just to give everything +2 and +2 in Frenzy. Okay, and now we return to the super changes, and Raw Zombie, why do people want Raw Zombie to be good in the first place? Do people actually enjoy playing against Raw Zombie? 3/2/2 Raw. Okay, but the thing is, like, that's 1-cost stats. 3/2/2 Raw is fine, because it block charges at that stage in the game. This is threatening. Night of the Living Dead, cost 5. Cool. Sorry, King Leap, I don't care. Ducky
I
Tube
do.
Zombie. Sorry, what?
I do.
L.
I care about King Leap.
L. Ducky Tube Zombie is a snowball machine, but it's still really bad. Block charges for 2 turns, and is still vulnerable to moves, Berry Blast, everything else in the godforsaken universe. Mini Ninja, still absolute garbage, gets retreated on 1. Hot Dog Imp, okay, this is fine. Captain Flameface gets a nerf. Why are you nerfing Flameface, though, instead of the other pirates that might make it busted? You know, I mean, you already nerfed Captain Deadbeard. There's no point in nerfing Flameface. At least give it something. Like 3/3, I guess, but that would be even better than it is now. Smelly Zombie. This literally just... Actually, I guess it does matter, because 3 is actually threatening to the hero. Makes fishy imps next door. Barrel roller. I don't get it. Just make it... Just honestly make Swabby 1/2/2. Then we finally get no more Swabby OP on I'm so tired. You may bounce another zombie for Firefighter. Cool. Alright. Okay,
Death.
just...
That's
I think someone
definitely
really
one of
hates
the
playing against
changes.
Space Cowboy. Blowgun Imp! Bounce a plant and guess it costs 2 more. Enough reason to justify a reactive play. Not really. At that point, it's just kind of... It's a 1-for-1 trade, and you don't get a good body out of it. Fix So Magic Bean's animation, that doesn't matter. And let's see, Walrus Rider has 7 attack. Math. That's probably fine. But it's the amphibious lane. We don't care about roping. That's not a balance change. Oh, this motherfucker. Forget-Me-Nuts is 1-1. I don't care. That's not its main role. Triceratops is 1-2 or 2-1, or that doesn't matter because the problem is the snowballing and what turn it comes out on, not the health or the attack. 3-Nut. Okay, finally, good change. VRH costs 4. Why? Berry Blast can't go faced. Why? Lily of the Valley only buffs 1 plant per turn. Someone is addicted to Plant Mop, by the way. His name is Bad Orny. Also, no. Vegetation Mutation is 3 cost. Do I have to go through the rest of these?
Meme.
This guy has put 1 good change. Also, this also sucks because
I think Pepper can grow by 2 each turn, but just 1 turn max.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh my god!
We got
Oh my god!
Pepper.
Oh my god!
I think
Why?
if it's 1 turn max, it can grow by 2.
No, the good change.
It's
Well, yeah,
still,
actually, no, you're right. It
cost
should
four,
grow by
four,
2-2 if it's
four.
once per turn. But this is just dumb. 1-1, and that's a massive nerf, and there's nothing to compensate for it. They did not fix ketchup at all. It still is ridiculous.
I think
Cob
Ketchup's a
costs
good
6.
card in general.
I mean, that's all. It's really what it is now.
Cob
It's still
costs
really
7.
good. Cob costs
Cob
7.
can't cost 7. How about just remove it from the game? That'd be better.
That's not a balance change. Anyway.
Yeah, it is!
No, not.
It is definitely a valid change.
Deleting a card is not a balance change. I'm sorry.
How about deleting Starch Lord?
How about you
No.
get some humor and just learn from the experts.
No, I have soundboard permissions. I'm not verified. Because I'm an
Learn from
idiot.
the experts. Health Nuts
I can-
05.
can still do
I don't get it.
reactions. I can still do
Why are we
emojis.
buffing Health Nut? So that's out of all things. Guacadile does
Why?
8 attacks for 8 damage in its lane rather than 4 to a zombie. What the what the fuck?
What?
Wait.
What
Hold
is
on.
that? Health nothing makes it so it's basically a 3 cost 5/5. That's totally unbalanced.
Oh my goodness, poison shroom. Okay, sure, poison mushroom change. Good.
Why even have anti-hero at that point?
Punish shroom does 3 damage and lets you pick the target.
Yes! 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 Oh my god!
Electric
Yes,
blueberries
yes,
before
yes,
combat and lets you pick
yes.
the target.
I don't like that.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Grapes of Wrath now cost 6. Didn't they say it should cost more than 6? Repeater is now
Bro.
3-2.
Oh
Okay.
my god!
Fine. 3-2 repeater, sure. Potted Powerhouse now does a bonus attack on play.
Justine
Oh,
Just
No.
change. Witch
No.
Hazel costs 3 and has team up. Okay.
I think just giving the team up is good.
Snow Pea is now 2-3. Okay, fine.
So P2-3,
Oh no.
you're submitting more than 1 form.
Not again.
Cheese Cutter
Cheese Cutter.
Conjures aren't discounted anymore. Okay,
And
fine.
it's just useless.
No, Cheese Cutter is still really good. It's a 1 mana value generator.
Mustache Wax ability only triggers for the first. No.
This is fine.
Yeah,
I never understood why Mustache Waxer needed a mana cheat for a cosmetic thing. It's just never made
Why
sense.
are you such a
what is-
hater?
TPZ.
Like, why are you such a hater?
I hate mana cheat.
What is TPZ?
Teleportation.
Teleportation zombie is absolute garbage now.
No. I think Bullseye is fine.
Barrel is absolute garbage now. Fruitcake is just destroy a plant. Okay, whatever. That's where
It used to do that anyways, though.
going viral costs 4 and only shuffles 1 going viral into your deck. I don't know if Bedorni realizes that this is a buff specifically, but this is why shuffling less going virals into your deck is a buff.
Just completely killing the card.
Did you go over mine yet?
He must be
no.
joking. Like, there's no fucking way any of this makes any sense.
Yeah.
He's not this fucking stupid.
Cowboy is now a 3/3. Smoke Bomb. Gargologist. Okay, fine.
Yo,
I don't like Smoke
Ancient
Bomb.
Vampire is now overstat, which is why?
Kangaroo, that doesn't even make sense,
Kangaroo,
though.
if it doesn't trade, it bounces, which doesn't make any sense. He has absolutely no reason to do that. Mad Chemist, okay, this is a fine change.
I think you're giving Badorni.
Get your
too much
soundboards ready,
credit,
because for
Cyborg.
number 14, get ready for your soundboards.
Clock Coco Zombie is just why? Fruitcake, okay.
Soundboard ready.
Fruitcake can go first. Next floor!
Oh my god!
Alright. Next form. Rat King, whoever this is. Fruitcake. 3 damage. 5 damage conjure fruit. Sure.
Wait a second. It says
Teleport no longer draws for some godforsaken reason. Why?
It used to be like that.
Nope.
No.
Hang on a second. So if it says free con deal 5 damage, conjure a fruit does link the zombie hero conjure a fruit, what does that even mean?
You know what it means, Toby. Use your brain.
Yeah, it did used to not draw a card.
Anyway, this
No,
is the
it
card.
didn't.
Actually no. It's just a reword. I'm stupid.
Space Cowboy costs 5. Sure,
No,
I guess,
that's
but
bad.
it's bad. Everything trades with it now.
Then make it 4 cost if you're gonna do that stupid change.
Okay, buddy. Triceratops, actually good change. Fantastic. Haunted Pumpkin is now completely useless.
How is he completely useless?
You never pay 1 mana just to get a 3/2 on the board for this little of a downside.
Is the heal 2 like
Catch-up
for
mechanic
each
is
zombie or
heal
just
2
general?
it's just heal 2.
Okay.
Consistent all the time. Always heals 2. Okay, that's fine.
What is Octo Zombie? That's-
Yo, Octo zombie insane.
that is definitely a change.
Octo Zombie, that's certainly a change, and it sucks. It still sucks. I assume it still has Frenzy, and it still sucks because this does absolutely nothing. Because it has 5/5. Stomp it on, 2/5. Okay, sure. Wannabe Hero. 3/3 Frenzy, gains 1/1 for each troop on the field. This is just super fat beats.
They're just reworking the card. Big
Anyway,
beat.
this still sucks because super fat beats count zombies before they're played as well, and plants before you play, and plants that you played before super fat beats. Grapes
No
of
one even
Wrath,
uses super
it
fat
still
beats
costs
as a
more than
card.
6. Cool, but when a zombie is destroyed, gain +1/+0 and destroy a zombie on plant evolution. Why are we making Cob Cannon 2? I have no idea.
Why is it
No, it's not even team evolution, just any evolution.
Yeah, it
So-
doesn't make sense. And also, this is completely unnecessary.
Why
This makes the card busted, or as busted as Cob Cannon is currently, which is still pretty busted. All right, Bamboozle moved to Smarty. I'm not covering that. And random 4-cost card in every lane. I wonder. Okay, cool. This is fine.
Dude,
by
they
the
didn't
way.
finish it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna use soundboard now.
Okay, finally, Hydreigon, and he's not here.
Space Cowboy can only move one. That's good.
Okay, Space Cowboy can only move once. Cool.
No. Bad.
That's fine. As a 3/5, that is a fine change. Exploding Fruitcake damage from 7 to 4 and draws a card. That's fine. Zombie Berry Blast is very powerful anyway. Velociraptor Hatchling has Team Up. Cool. Peapod is now 2/3/1. That's alright. That's fine.
I'm assuming it keeps the ability.
Yeah, of course. If there's no change mention of the ability, it just it keeps the ability or stats or whatever. Sea Shroom is now 2/3/3, but in a different way. That's fine. It's this actually gives it a lot more depth, kind of. It's funnier with Sting Bean at the very least. Starch Lord is okay. This is really good now.
Fry 'em up,
3/2/5 is
Yeah.
really good,
Would
especially
Fry-
for a
would
value
Fry 'em up
generator
say it's no
and an
longer bad?
engine. You have to remember that Podfather is also that. Maybe not
Fry 'em up
Podfather
stop?
because that's really fragile, but Podfather gives massive buffs. Even just +1/+1 on all of your units is really good. Especially for 3 mana and 2/5 stats already. This becomes busted. Or, Jesus Christ, I need to get that word out of my vocabulary. Bodyguard.
Would
Overstat.
Fry 'em up say that's no longer garbage?
I will murder you if you don't shut up about firing up Starch Lord. Bodyguard, this is really good. Maybe not busted, but it's really good now. Being able to get your superpower on turn 5 consistently is pretty good. Grizzly Pear. I don't really know why this needs a buff, especially when this buffs Pear Cub as well, which is already an okay card. But, sure. Smackadamia. Cost from 5 to 3, and stats from 4/4 to 3/1. This is good. Good. Tough beats. I don't get it. I heard you like stats, so I got you more stats so you could stat harder. Still suffers from the same problem as Tough Beats does now, but at the very least, you don't get 6/4 as often as you get, like, 6/7, I guess. You do get that. Gravitry.
Busted.
5. Yeah, this is really, really good. 5/7/6, and it controls the board. That is much better. I would play it because it's busted. I love Gravitry though. I love its design. It's just so cute. 7/5 would be alright. Loco Coco costs 5 and makes walnuts here and next door. Pacanolith moment. 3-nut moment. This is actually really good for 3-nut now. You don't run one or the other, it's just run both if you want to. This is alright. It's still... I like it. It's a lot of chump block, though. One Up Bowling from 9 to 8. Sure, I would have liked the PvZHU rework, but oh well.
But Walnut Bowling's funny. You can't delete it.
I said PvZHU rework.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
god!
like the original one is funny.
Wait,
The original
was
one
Ball
is
Boy
pretty funny.
now?
I like attacking for the hero for 18. That's pretty funny.
That's why I added both to the game. I
You
just
did?
said, yeah,
Oh, that's
I added
funny. That's
the
funny.
reworked one and the original one because it's funny. More cards is better.
That is always funny. Banana Launcher.
Is bowling overpowered
Honestly,
right now?
I think Banana Launcher is fine. I don't think it needs a nerf, especially one this harsh. I could
Any
defi-
cost nerf makes it garbage. Like,
Yeah.
it'll be unplayable.
It's Like, Banana Launcher absolutely needs to get the Banana Bomb on 3. That's the last turn Banana Bomb is going to kill anything by itself.
I think banana launcher is in a good like state where it's good if it's really good if you can't do anything about it, if your opponent can't deal with it.
I mean, that's literally what value generators do.
Yeah.
Anyway, high voltage current draws a berry blast instead of conjuring. That is not a boom moment. That is just fine. It has the potential. It consistently draws you your berry blast, which is great because high voltage current loves berry blast. I know it unblocks, it procs it, and it's a good tutor as well. You just run 8x berry blast at that point. I think it's fine. Hot lava. When played, do 3 damage to everything here. Can make and fireweed makes hot lava anywhere.
No. That's a boom moment.
That is a really good control card now. Like, a really, really good control card.
Oh my god!
Reincarnation always transforms into a plant you can afford. That's good. Alright, how do I revoke Lover's soundboard permissions?
What? That one was so tame.
I think it's only. I think you should do it, but like if it is actually like in like the right situation where if someone makes like a bad change and you do the boom sound effect, then I think it's okay.
It doesn't matter. I didn't actually take away his perms.
Yeah, that would just be dumb.
Anyway, reincarnation always transforming into a plant you can afford. It really shouldn't have the +1/+1 at that point because, you know, getting +1/+1 above curve is really good.
But it's funny.
It is funny,
ability-
but it is not balanced.
The ability did change though. The ability did change, so and the description does not say
curve
game on
fillers are pretty
but
good.
it's also like a random card. It might not always synergize well with the deck, and there's a bunch of garbage in the game anyways.
At the point of the balance survey, though. Assuming that the cards are balanced, this is pretty good. Or very good. And very funny, but might be overtuned. Buff Shroom, strength from 1 to 2. This is really, really good. Mushrooms are already an aggressive archetype. I don't see why we need to buff Shroom by this much. We went over Fireweed. Seedling always transforms into a plant that costs 3 and its health is now 3. That's very uninteractive on turn 2.
No, then now there's no more Brain Anna from Seedling.
Are you going to make these jokes every single time we do something that's going to make the card even a little bit less funny? Thank you.
Thanks.
Shelf Mushroom. Cool. Good change. Anyway, Seedling. Back to Seedling. I think this part's a bit unnecessary. Making it already consistent is good enough, but sure. Okay, Hydreion again. Very angry. Gives all plants bullseye this turn. That's very funny. I like it. It's probably... Is it still bad? I can't really tell. How many times do you get your very angry turn shut down because your opponent is the block meter? Actually, quite a lot. This is fine. Cosmic Nut. Stats. 4 cost to 2. And it's now 3/2. 2/3/2. Generating a card is already really good, so this is probably overtuned. It's funny though. Cosmic Mushroom. Okay, this is definitely overtuned because there's absolutely no downside to that at all. But it's funny. Invasive Species. It starts from 2/4 to 3/3. It's okay, that means it's fine on its own and it's sick attack. It doesn't really change much, honestly. Still very situational. Mushroom Grotto. I feel like we went through this already. Mushroom Ringleader. 0-4 and gets +1 for each other plant. Okay, that's good. I like the change. It's kind of hard to get. It could probably just be for each plant, honestly. Just getting a normal +1 for itself would be alright at that low of a buff. Poison Ivy. Good change. It can actually trade with something now. Punish Room is now consistent and it's good. Strawberry health from 2 to 3. Cool. Zapricot. When destroyed, it's mini Grapes of Wrath. Might be overtuned. Might be. Probably not. Parapairs is 3-2. I'm assuming that this is the PvZHU change, and they made Parapal 2-3. So that entire lane is 5-5 total stats, and that's good. Current count on how many people have changed Petal into Plant Leap. That's a very good question.
At least 3 or 4.
I think it's 4, as far as we've documented right now. Which we're only about 100 forms in. So yeah, there are definitely more. Anyway, Plant Leap is fine. Sergeant Strongberry actually has the correct stat line now. That's great. I like Sergeant Strawberry. Sonic Bloom. Stats from 3-1 to 3-3. That's alright. Main point of Sonic Bloom isn't the stats anyway. It's better to play on curve. It's really bad right now, so it's nice to see it. Sour Grapes cost from 4 to 2. Now this is actually overtuned, for sure. With Sergeant Strongberry, that's very powerful. And it's just very powerful on its own as well. It is Sour Grapes is not fine where it is. 4 mana for 2-2 that only deals 1. It trades like a 3-2. It's really bad. 2 cost Sour Grapes is an HU change. What was Strongberry changed into then? Because definitely gotta change that.
I mean, HU is also like a different power level, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot higher. Alright, Pomegranate. It's team up and consistent seedlings. That's pretty cool. Strongberry and HU is your cards deal +1 damage. Alright, that's... Yeah, in HU that makes sense. Not here, though. Electric Blueberry costs from 5 to 4. That's fine. It still gets free traded. A lot. Lava Guava. If you remember, he also buffed Hot Lava to do 3 damage in its lane, and this is pretty good change now. Dandelion King. I skipped Cherry Bomb, my bad. Cherry Bomb costs from 6 to 5. That's alright. Interesting. Anyway, Dandelion King. Cost from 6 to 5, has Bullseye. I like it. You no longer have to worry about block meter. Poison Oak can actually trade and keeps the 9 attack when damaging 0. That's alright. Kazu, did you just... Are you shaving or something?
Nah, sorry, that was a motorcycle out the window.
Oh well. Let's see. Grapes of Wrath no longer cost more than 6. This is a fine change. Speeding up Grapes of Wrath is always a win. Colonel Corn does 5 damage to each zombie, and this changes absolutely nothing because it doesn't help you win the game. It only helps you remove zombies. But 5 to 4 is a big breakpoint later, so it could be better. Probably not, but much better though. Banana Peel draws a plant instead of conjuring. Cool. Half banana buffs peas, mushrooms, berries, and bananas. This.
Why?
No.
Yeah.
So being able to buff your entire hand instead of just specific. Thank you. Instead of specific cards is really good. Playing above your curve is already really good. Even with just like B-Rex. 4/4 B-Rex is so good right now. Not right now, but, it's really good. Being able to play above curve with half banana with every card, it's like Gatling or Split or Black Eyed Pea, actually. That makes it really good. Actually busted. 100% busted. So yeah, just keep it at bananas. Honestly, change
Oh
half
my
banana to
fucking
something
God.
else. What? Yes, it is funny, but not everything is funny. This is a balance change stream, so. Sweet potato, and this changes absolutely nothing. Cabbage pullet is 2/5. This has changed absolutely nothing. Still really bad. It's better with spinach, but of course it's better with spinach. Lily of the Valley, we should not be buffing this. I think this was before DB proposals came back online, though, so.
I mean, you can check the date.
Oh, yeah, I can. 5/17, and we turned back on about that time, I think. Nope. It was a week after. Oh well, that's still not very long afterwards. Where am I? P-Patch. Strength from 2 to 3, it can trade, and that's good. Cosmic P, strength from 1 to 2, cost from 3 to 2. Cool. That's fine. Because unlike the others, this isn't an absurd overstat or on curve. It's 2/2. It's a 2 attack for 2. It's not good. But it does give you something, so that makes it at least okay. Flourish costs 2. Sure. I love playable
What
Fear.
does that card do again?
It draws 2. Moonbeam. When this does damage for the first time this game, draw a magic beanstalk. It's in the wrong class. Muscle Sprout is now on curve and basically immune to removal. So it's busted. Like, actually busted and very funny. Repeater. Strength from 2 to 3, sure. Podfather. First time each turn, and it's 1/3. Cool. It's typical Beanstalk. Draws instead of conjuring. I love it. Plucky Clover. Conjure an event card. Plucky Clover. Costs more than 3. I think that's the majority of them. Pod Fighter. That's fine. Oh wait, more than 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 31. So that's not that good. Cost from 5 to 4. It's not good. It's random. Never guaranteed to synergize. Let's see. You misread Whipvine, CGP. It's 2-3, but it's just better Sweet Pea. It should really be 3-2, but it's at least more playable. Clouded Powerhouse. If plants were buffed 3 or more times this gains +3/+3 is 5/7/7, and very consistent because this is really not a hard thing to do. Sure. I like the snowball thing though. Piteosaurus. That's alright. This is fine. It comes out faster, but it's smaller. It's fine. It's also a value generator, not generator, I guess, but it gives you value back, so it's all right. Bamboozle 4/4/4, epic. I love actual draw in the game. I could go for longer. Let's go. Raw Zombie is reduced to 4. For what? Son, brains, I suppose, but do you really want to be playing that game? Sizzle is reduced to 4. For what? Firefighter loses gravestone. Sure. It was not in your hand. This game.
I think it should be where it feels like this many. If plants have been
No.
buffed 3 times while this is in your hand.
No. This game just makes it a lot more consistent. It's a lot better that way. It's actually trackable too. Raw Zombie. Oh, cost. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Who wants to play against Raw Zombie? Get a show of hands. That's right. Thought so. Sizzle. Cost reduced to 4. Sure. But again, this where Squash and Locust should be, so it's still bad. Firefighter loses gravestone. Sure. This changes nothing. It's still really bad. Spirus is now 2/2. Sure. I mean, it's just a 1 point.
Makes the play bigger.
I love Nibble. Sour Grapes reduced to 2 cost. PvZHeroes change. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to go over that again. In one stream. Teleportation Zombies 1/4. I guess so. It's now a 1/4. That's fine. Exploding Fruitcake costs 3. That's alright, I guess. Space Cowboys 3/4. I don't really know how to judge that card. Space Cowboys are a very weird card to judge. But at the very least, it makes it a lot easier to trade with, so. Pog. Triceratops issue is not addressed. Carapel is now 2/3. Cool. Melonpolt now has splash damage 4 and only has 3 attack, which is funny, but oh well, that's a fine change.
If anything, because in PvZ1, the splash did less damage, so it should do less splash damage.
Doesn't even matter.
It's funny that's the opposite.
Alright, Hydreigon again. Man, this is the one stream I'm actually doing it, and he's not here. Super Fat Beats, cost from 6 to 5. Cool. Lily Pad, health from 1 to 3, and draws a card instead of conjuring. Cool. Magic Beanstalk, stats from 4/4 to 3/3. Okay, that means Moonbeam change actually makes sense. When played, gets I think this is on top of its current ability. So when played, steal a section from the super block meter. That's alright. Mars Flytrap is a bit underpowered. It's useful on budget, but that's it. So this will push it somewhere, at the very least. Snowdrop is no longer a snowball machine, but is a lot healthier. That's cool. Cosmic Bean is 1-drop stats instead of chump block stats, which is nice. Lightning Reed can actually trade sometimes, which is cool. Parapal, health from 2 to 3, that's nice. Same as Snow Pea, okay. Sell Magic Beans puts 3/3 Magic Beanstalks in your deck and draws a card, cool. Cattail draws an amphibious plant, I don't really get it, but okay. Cattail does not have team up, so it doesn't make much sense. Chili Pepper strikes from 2 to 3, that's fine.
I guess we aren't using the word conjure anymore.
I mean, I haven't seen one person actually enjoy conjuring something instead of drawing that, since, you know, you can actually put stuff in your deck that you want to draw. Go Nuts. Stats from 2/2 to 1/3, that's pretty good. Mayflower. When this hits the zombie hero, conjure a cob cannon. Springbeam. When you bounce a card, draw a card. Or when you bounce a zombie, draw a card. Bounces and draws. I don't really get it. Bean Connor conjures slime of Plarodons. Sure, I guess. I don't really get it. I would have liked to see Weenie Beanies with team up or something like that, but oh well. Caratillery. Strength from 5 to 6. I don't know why, but that change is just funny. I like the change, though. Leaf Blower does not suck on curve. That's cool. Navy Bean. Is on curve, and it provides the AoE buff still, and I think that is really good now. Makes a snake grass randomly next door instead. So you'll get 2 snake grasses per in the next turn. Sure. Witch Hazel, PvZHU change. Cool. Make Starch Lord 3 Sun and make teleport 2 grains. I don't get it. Why do we need that? Gravebuster. No, don't nerf Gravebuster. Buff it. It's bad as it is right now. You could make it 3 cost and draw a card, I suppose, but it's bad as it is. Triceratops, remove Bullseye. I mean, I suppose it block charges now, so that's nice. But can we get an applause sound effect? Isn't there already one? You know, golf clap in the default one? Ones with cheers and stuff. Isn't you got the KSI one already?
Yes! 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 Yes!
Triceratops remove Bullseye trait block charges once or twice. But it doesn't solve the problem with the card, which is the snowballing. Winter Squash. We are nerfing Winter Squash for no reason at all. The card is bad as it is. H. Cheese Cutter. Okay, this is fine. Actually, it's not fine. This thing is garbage now. It gets free traded by 2/2s. It's bad. Turkey Raider. Cost 1. Okay, since they didn't change leftovers, this is fine. Fucking finally. Coffee Zombie. This is alright. It's now 4/4 with the buff. And it still has the AoE buff, so that's fine. Overall, this form is kinda Eh. Eh. H, I guess you could say. Let's see, Nintendo fan. We're unpopular. Weaker. This is not a balance change. Dark Matter Dragon Fruit only increases the price of zombie tricks by 3, and you need to buff it somehow because the board effect is not that good for an 8 cost. It needs everything to still be good, as it is right now. Make it so harder choke doesn't work on height. Flytrap Planet. How? Same thing, but with 2 strong berries instead. Again, how? Soul Patch has 6 health instead of 10. Why? Soul Patch also takes damage when absorbing damage in the force field. Admiral Navy Bean does not have team up. Why? God. Fucking. Oh my goodness. And we got Peapod 1-2, sure. We got Busted Cabbage Bolt. This thing is 3-4 on turn 2. Onion Rings. 5-3 to each player's. 5-3 in each player's plant. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I mean.
Vine
You can just
Boom.
read it.
Vine Boom.
Yeah, sure. This is alright, I guess. The busted synergies are still gonna be busted. Snapdragon, why are we buffing Snapdragon? This is not the stat that needs buffing. This makes it more polarizing,
IRA sucks.
and it doesn't change anything.
Make it 3-4.
That's literally the only change that's really alright at the very least.
It already sucks.
Because in its current state, it just... Bolt. Bolt. That's literally the entire problem with the card. Bolt. Mechasaur, 8 brains, and summons a random 5-cost zombie from your deck.
How?
What's the best thing you can get from this, though?
If you're running a Zombot, then getting that.
No, that's not the best
Zombot
thing.
does not cost
Oh, yeah.
5.
Mix up Gravedigger.
It would not be mixed up Gravedigger. Yeah, Mechasaur really doesn't... It's like Garg throwing Garg, you could say. It's really threatening on its... It's pretty threatening on its own. It creates pretty big units. Buffs to the units already would buff Mechasaur itself. So I really don't think Mechasaur needs too big of a change. You could make it like more healthy, 6'8", 6'9" even. Mechasaur is in a top deck not because of Mechasaur, but because of
I think Mechasaur
You
is
know.
balanced. I think
because
people
of
think it's
Trickster.
overpowered because Prime Up overrated it.
The thing is, Garg throwing Garg has impact if you throw it on a team up lane already. Mechasaur does not, but can activate off of teleports and such, which is a fair trade-off. It also spawns weaker units, but that's something for the balance change to fix, you know. Let's see here. Raw Zombie is 4-5. Why do people really want to play against Raw Zombie? Primeval Yeti, +2/+3. I don't think that fixes the problem with the card. You could just give Primeval Yeti Frenzy, honestly, and it'll be good. Oh wait, he just skipped a change. Okay. Pogo is 2-3. Why are we buffing Pogo? Zelmot Stomp is 6 costs. Again, this is polarizing to talk about. Muscle Sprout is on curve and busted. Pod Fighter is 3-5. That's alright. Espresso Fiesta is 6 and does 2 bonus stacks. That's alright. Cobb Cannon loses 2 stun next turn. I don't really get it. It's a nerf, but oh well. I mean, yeah, it's fine, but like I just there's no reason to buff it. Cosmos is now 1/3 Bullseye. Bullseye out of class. That doesn't really matter because I really think Bullseye should not be a class restricted thing, but PvZH is PvZH, so we restricting keywords. This is fine. No, it's not. It's bad. Cosmos is a 2/2 is already alright. If environments were better, this would be better as well. And environments suck in this game, so let's just buff environments instead of buffing Cosmos.
Plants
Potato-
or zombies?
Both. The only good environment in this game. There's 2 good zombie environments. Most of them suck, which is Graveyard and Area 22. Honestly, I just kind of forgot about Black Hole. But yeah, most of the environments in this game do suck, so just buff the environments instead of buffing Cosmos. Potato Mine, 0 cost. I don't get it.
No.
Also, this runs the problem of just being like Potato Mine, Hot Date, and Primal Potato Mine all share the same design space again. So, hey,
Add mini potato mine from
My
your
comic
fleece
comic.
that does 1 damage.
also this is 0 cost Plumber basically. I don't really get it. B flat destroys the biggest plant. That's sure. I mean, again, this is where Squash and Locust should be priced. So, Space Ninja 2/4. Why with that ability? I don't think this is good. 2/3 would be a better stat line. Aerobics is 1/4 and stupid hard to kill, and snowballs. I don't like it, especially with the class with Plumber. You need to be able to trade with it first turn. Disconaut is 2/2. That's fine. I think the double nerf was undeserved. Astrovera 6/6 heal 8 HP. This makes it worse. There's no strike through or anything on it either, so it just doesn't work. Let's see, this guy, it looks like only changed Dr. Zombie. 1 hurt, make an Octopet in the random lane. When destroyed, make an Octozombie in a random lane.
What's an octopat?
It's the-
Neptuna
it's
signature.
Yeah, Neptuna Octopus. I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's fine, but... I just... Octozombie's not very good. This still doesn't really do much to help it. It's just so slow.
I think it's good because I think the only reason why it should stay in the game is because you can leap it to a Zombot.
And that's not the problem then.
Also, the only reason why Zombot exists.
That's not the problem then. What form number are you on? Or wait, what do you mean? Like your name? Let's find out. Really far. Your first form is 163. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. At the pace I'm going, I don't know, even gonna get there by the end of summer. Ha! Oh well. Squash is now a 5 cost plant with 5/2 that has the effect destroy a zombie, and that is very good. For obvious reasons, just removal with the body. Especially with the Cob Cannon right now. You remember Cob Cannon, right? It requires the evolution, it has big stats. This is basically the same thing. Wahoo. No, Squash does not suck in this form. 5 damage.
Different air freshener.
Hey, man.
I think
Uh,
Cobb Cannon's too weak.
Lawnmower and B flat, have effects of Old Squash and Locust Swarm. What? Wait, what?
I'm assuming that here reworked squash. and-
Isn't this squash just better than Lawnmower in every single way now?
The local swarm rework was like earlier, much earlier.
What's so slow? Because Cobb Cannon is the exact same problem as the squash, but the squash comes out one turn earlier and does not require a sacrifice. Yes, it doesn't have the AoE, but that's not really the main point of Cobb Cannon. It's an extra benefit, but that's, again, not the main point. Oh, well, anyway, we got Smashing Pumpkin. 5 cost 5/4 effect. Zombie gains -2/-2, that's fine. But again, Squash is just kind of better. Seedling is 03 with Team Up. Transform this into a plant from your deck that costs 3 or 4. I need turn 3 A Potato in my life. Yeah, A Potato is the best card to get from Seedling right now. But, you know, it's just kind of high rolling. This is fine. I don't really think that 4-cost card should really be in the pool. Like, you could ramp into Starch Lord for massive value on turn 3.
Nobody likes
Correct.
Star Sword.
That's not the point. Anyway, this is fine, I guess. If it's from your deck, I would like to see it at 1 health, though. Like, this is stupid consistent now. Yes, it doesn't do anything on the turn it's played. No, that's not exactly a reason not to run 4x of it if you really want to, you know, get something out as soon as possible, like VRH or Starch Lord. I'm thinking of just root decks right now, too. There's probably other stuff that you could put in there.
B-Rex.
B-Rex, yeah, B-Rex. B-Rex should cost 3, what the fuck. Anyway, that joke is really old now. Holy shit. Buff Shroom is 2-1. We went over this today. I think it's very powerful. Being able to be aggressive by itself is very, very good. When destroyed, do 1 damage to anything. I like it. It's funny. Bullseye makes a better aggro card. That's fine. Sting
hit
Bean.
For 1. Like your own face for 1.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could ping Pear Cup if you wanted to. This is good. Sting Bean is 1/3 against Team Up. Okay, cool. Pismashio gains Armored 1. Conehead. All those Conehead changes apply to this. Spine Apple is now 2/4. Set the strength of all plants with less strength than this plant to this plant's strength. So everything with 2 or less strength has 2 strength. Or everything now has at least 2 strength.
You play it on red planted. Everything becomes 7 strength.
That sounds very funny. I like it. Hey, would you like to know how many cards There's so many cards in many card games that can target literally anything if they say anything. Even things I can let in Marvel Snap, for goodness sake. The ongoing effects in this game affect both players, not just one, most of the time. Anyway, we got Forget-Me-Nuts is 2/2, but only for the turn it's played. That's alright. Garlic no longer destroys vampires. Yeah. Grave responsibility now gives +1 health after doubling a plant's health. I don't understand why this needs to be a change. Sure, I guess. It doesn't really change much. As a minimum, you buff it by 2. That's something, I guess. But it just doesn't really change a lot. What's the interaction this is supposed to change? I don't get it. Anyway. Potato Mine does 3 damage to a zombie when destroyed. Primal Potato Mine does 2 damage to zombies here and next door when destroyed. Potato Mine also has team up, so this is Bacanolith no longer dies double fruitcake moment. You're playing Plants vs. Zombies 2, I can hear you. This is alright. I don't know how I feel about chumping Primal Potato Mine, but sure. Primal Potato Mine doing AoE is fine. I don't think I ever consider like putting this over Hot Date or something. It just doesn't do a lot for a when destroyed ability, especially after combat. Like the lane in the left lane already did its combat. It's likely not going to have a zombie there, or it's going to have like several zombies there, and they're not going to be destroyed. I'm not several zombies there. It's going to have a big zombie there. It's not going to change anything. Cactus 1/4, but attacks for 1 when hurt. That's a pretty cool change. I like it. Gardening Gloves cost 1. Cool. Gravebuster draws a card. How did they change? Grave mistake, though. Oh well. I guess we'll see later. Who was this? Generic player. Okay. I don't think this is necessary. I should have something else. Sea Shroom is Y. Water Chestnut is 5, but gains Hunt? What the fuck? Water Chestnut has Hunt, but has 5 health. Does not make any sense. Like, the only point of Water Chestnut as is to get a amphibious 3-nut body, or an amphibious Bacanolith target, and it sucks now. Okay, Peanut, 2/5, Bullseye. That's fine. Lantern gains Bullseye, and does not gain from an environment. That's alright. Let's see, we got Pumpkin Shell. I think I'll do 2 more. Then I gotta stop. My voice is kind of starting to kill me. Pumpkin Shells, 2/1/4, and its effect gives 1/4. I think that's alright. Hardy Treat exists. Shamrocket draws a card. Why? It's pretty efficient as is. If big zombies were actually good, then Shamrocket would be good as well. Tech card is as good as, or is as good as the cards that they're countering. That's about it. Blockbuster costs 3. Its effect is changed to Plant Evolution, destroy a gravestone. Cool. I like the change. It's good change. Cosmic Nut costs 3 and Plex. So the problem is that you can just put Walnut in your deck.
How are you going to program that? Why if you have no nuts in your deck?
Then you conjure it. I don't really like Cosmic Nut tutoring. Force Field is only 1 turn. For a turn it's played, and when a plant is played in the environment, that's a good change. It's not as polarizing as it was before. It's really good. Prickly Pear costs 3, attacks down the lane instead of being able to only damage zombies. That's good change. That's a good change. It's a conditional 4/4. Provides absolutely no threat on its own, but can be splashed with like Gaka or Fireweed or something like that. Starch Lord is 2/5 and also gives Roots Bullseye. That's an interesting change. I like giving Roots Bullseye. Like, it makes Garlic a much better hit. VRH, it's good. I don't think it will be as powerful as other really big engines like 3-Nut, obviously, but it's a lot better than it is now. Macadamia is 3-2, that doubles the health of all your nuts. Double? I mean, okay, to be fair, we've only looked at Guardian changes from generic player, so... This is a Pecanolith card. I like Pecanolith. This might be a bit overtuned, because I don't know how often you get a field full of nuts like that. So, who knows? So Macadamia as a 5-cost 3/4 would be bad, but then you change all your 6-10 walnuts into 10-10s. You change all your 10 health walnuts into like 10-10s with Pecanolith, and it's pretty funny. And then you have to immediately remove the Pecanolith again, or you're just gonna deal with a 5-14-14 because you could just place Macadamia. It's pretty funny, but probably not that good. It seems a bit win more. Juggernaut now is untrickable. I don't see why we need to change Juggernaut.
Because it's outclassed by Triceratops.
Then change Triceratops. Triceratops is overtuned. Health Nut gains effect. Start of turn, your nuts get +1 health. Why? I like the one where it healed for 1. Not this.
Are we buffing Health Nut?
Marine Bean is reverted back to this gains +2 strength for every other amphibious plant on the field and gains Bullseye. But why? But why? I don't think this makes the card better, does it? Also, I didn't really go over this really too comprehensively. This is busted. Like, just a snowballing health nut is already busted. Marine Bean, though. I just don't really know how to theory craft with this version. Percub is now 2-1. Yeah. I can hear you playing PvZ2. Guacodile. 3/3/2 attacks for 3 down its lane. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a good aggro card. Red Stinger is now 3/6, that becomes 6/3. It's a lot better than before. Might be a bit polarizing. It's very polarizing, honestly. Red Stinger would not suck. Maybe you could buff it to 7/3. Like, you kind of underestimate how, like, often you can actually get a Red Stinger lane open. Bodyguard is 4-cost 3/5. That's pretty. It's good. Like, great even. It's great. Gravitry is understated. I don't like it. It should be 5/3 in this iteration. Loco Coco is 5-cost. Increases the strength of all plants to 3. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's very interesting. I think that makes it really good then. Cool. Poppin' Poppy's 5/5. Sure. Wanna Bowling cost 8. We went over this already. Cool. Grapes of Wrath If Grapes of Wrath did not cost more than 6 when you played it, then for the rest of the game, all berries gain the effect. When destroyed, do 6 to the zombie hero. So the only way to do this is with specifically Captain Cucumber and either High Voltage Current or Primal Walnut. Those are the only 2 sources of conjuring Grapes of Wrath. It's too niche of an interaction to actually judge. Also,
What about high voltage?
I said that already.
Yeah, you did.
Banana Bomb can now target the zombie hero,
have to
and
have the ability to
Banana Launcher
skip it.
just suddenly became the best card in the game.
And Bungee Plumber out of nowhere.
Alright, negative 247 IQ, or Amon SQ1. There's a reason why Banana Launcher produces banana bombs that can't go face. Potato Mine loses team up ability, does 3 damage. Okay, how did they change Primal Potato Mine then? Becomes 2 costs, ability does 1 damage to zombies in lanes next door. Okay, you never run that over normal Potato Mine. Small Nut, 2-2. Cool. Kaka, 1-3. That's not very good. Forget Me Nuts becomes 1-3 with team up that always rolls 1 on block meter, and zombie tricks cost 1 more this turn. That's good. It's garlic too. No, it's fine. But this garlic change just makes it worse than Forget Me Nuts in almost every way, except Mechanolith. But oh well. Triceratops becomes 3-2-3. Cool. I like the change. Mirror Nut always rolls a 1. Cool. Hot Date can hit face when destroyed if lane is empty. But when is the lane empty? But yeah, this is fine. Photosynthesizer draws instead of conjuring. You probably have to up the mana cost, or you have to change something, because making it consistent and drawing is very good.
Plus 1 health.
3 Nut becomes 4 cost 3-3. It does not change the problem with the card.
Which is?
3 Nut Date trading something could have that effect happen. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm gonna mute him for now. Blockbuster becomes 3 cost and destroys a grave in any lane. That's great. Great. Oh my goodness. We're gonna hear that on the stream. Steel Mag becomes 2-1 and gains team up. PvZHU change, and it's a good change. Guacadile can hit face if lane is empty. I was actually considering, but this might be overdue. Doom Shrew! Shamrocker draws a card. Again, this is unnecessary. If you make big cards better, you make Shamrocket better. Shamrocket is a necessity, it should not be better. Bodyguard. I've covered this already. It's great. Smackademia, 4/4/4, and still has the same effect. That's cool. Alright, hopefully his Ice Machine is off. Stingbean, 1-3 and gains team up. We went over this already. It's just a good stuff change. Cactus. What is going on? Everyone has put this here. What? But yeah, this is a good change. Soul Patch. When hurt, attack for 3 damage here. This becomes a lethal threat. I kind of like this. Wait. This is really funny. This is really, really funny. It's a good cactus change. I approve. I think I'm done for today then. I've been talking for a while. We did 20 forms, which is pretty good progress. I'll try and speed things up next time, hopefully. We went a bit faster today. Hopefully go a bit faster tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. When do HK's forms start? Alright, I'll show you guys. Right here. And response 90 is his first one, and the bulk of his are in the 1 teens, and so a bit before yours. There's a lot of people who submitted several. Surfer Rally has beaten everyone with 14 forms. HK submitted 13. This guy submitted 13, 10, 9, 9. It's a lot. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone.